Do you ever feel like you're just stuck? Like you have this amazing idea, this dream that sets your soul on fire, but there's this tiny nagging voice in your head holding you back? A voice of doubt, of fear. What if I fail? What if people laugh at me? What if I'm not good enough? I've been there. We've all been there. It's that invisible wall we build around ourselves, brick by brick, with every what if and I can't. But what if I told you there's a simple, powerful phrase that can shatter that wall? A phrase so profound, it has the power to change the entire trajectory of your life. It's not some magic spell or a complicated mantra. It's just 4 little words. 4 words that came to me at one of the lowest points in my life, from a source I least expected. And those 4 words were, he said, yeah, do it. Let me take you back a few years. I was working a job that paid the bills but drained my spirit. Every morning, I'd wake up with this heavy feeling in my chest, a sense of dread for the day ahead. My real passion was storytelling, creating things, connecting with people. I had this dream of starting my own channel, sharing my ideas with the world, but I was terrified. The internet can be a harsh place, right? The fear of judgment, of putting myself out there only to fall flat on my face. It was paralyzing. So I kept my dream locked away, a secret I barely admitted to myself. I'd spend my evenings scrolling through videos of people living the life I wanted, feeling a mix of inspiration and bitter envy. I was a spectator in my own life. I talked about my dream to a few close friends, but mostly in a wouldn't it be nice if kind of way. Their responses were supportive but cautious. Are you sure? It's a big risk. Maybe start it as a small hobby. They meant well, but their caution only fed my own fears. One day, after a particularly soul-crushing day at work, I was venting to my grandfather. Now, my grandpa is a man of few words. He's from a generation that values hard work, stability, and practicality. He spent 40 years at the same factory, providing for his family. He's not exactly the type you go to for advice on becoming a digital creator. I was expecting a lecture on the importance of a steady paycheck and a pension plan. I laid it all out for him. I told him about my dream, this burning desire to create, and then I unloaded all my fears. The fear of failure, the fear of what people would think, the fear of not being talented enough, the fear of leaving the security of my job for something so uncertain. I talked for what felt like an hour, just pouring out all the anxiety that had been building up inside me for years. When I finally finished, I braced myself for the be realistic speech. He just sat there for a moment, looking at me, his eyes thoughtful. He took a slow sip of his coffee. The silence was deafening. And then, he looked me straight in the eye and said, with absolute certainty, yeah, do it. That was it. No long speech, no pros and cons list. No cautious warnings, just a simple, powerful, unconditional green light. Yeah, do it. It was so unexpected, so direct, it cut through all the noise in my head. It was like a lightning bolt. In that moment, something inside me shifted. The validation I had been seeking from everyone else, I got it from the most unlikely person, in the most straightforward way. Why was that so powerful? Because it wasn't just permission, it was a transfer of belief. In that moment, he wasn't just saying, I support you. He was saying, I believe in you. He saw the spark, the passion, and he didn't see the risk. He saw the potential. He saw me. His simple, yeah, do it wasn't telling me it would be easy. It was telling me it was worth it. It was an acknowledgement that the risk of not trying, the risk of living with regret, was far greater than the risk of failure. That one conversation changed everything. I went home that night, and for the first time I didn't just dream. I planned. I picked up a camera. I started writing. I filmed my first video. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. It was awkward. The lighting was terrible, and I stumbled over my words. But I did it. I uploaded it, and the world didn't end. A few people watched it. A few people left nice comments. And the fear started to shrink. Every time doubt crept back in, I would hear my grandpa's voice in my head. Yeah, do it. So I made another video. And another. Each time it got a little easier. Each time I learned something new. Each time my confidence grew. The fear of judgment was replaced by the joy of creation. The fear of failure was replaced by the thrill of the process. This isn't just my story, this is a universal truth. Think about any great achievement in history, any personal breakthrough, any business that started in a garage. At some point, someone had to silence the doubt and just say, yeah, do it. They had to take that first. Terrifying step into the unknown. We often wait for the perfect moment. We wait until we have more money, more time, more experience. We wait for a sign from the universe. We wait for everyone around us to give us their blessing. But the truth is, the perfect moment never comes. The sign you're looking for is the passion that's already inside you. And sometimes, all you need is one person, or even just your own inner voice, to give you that final push. So, what is your it? What is that dream you've been putting on the back burner? Starting a business? Writing a book? Learning a new skill? Traveling the world? Getting in shape? Reaching out to an old friend? Whatever it is, I want you to hear this message today. That thing that you can't stop thinking about, that idea that keeps you up at night with excitement and a little bit of fear. Yeah, do it. Don't wait for permission. Give it to yourself. Don't worry about having it all figured out. You'll learn along the way. The path becomes clear once you start walking. Don't fear failure. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's a part of it. Every no gets you closer to a yes. Every mistake is a lesson. The only true failure is the failure to try. The only true regret is looking back years from now and wondering, what if? Imagine yourself a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. Do you want to be in the exact same place, haunted by the ghost of the dream you were too afraid to chase? Or do you want to look back, proud of the person who was brave enough to take a chance on themselves? Proud of the person who, despite the fear and the uncertainty, decided to go for it. The world doesn't need more people who play it safe. It needs you. It needs your unique voice, your unique talents, your unique ideas. Your story is waiting to be written. Your masterpiece is waiting to be created. Your adventure is waiting to begin. All it takes is that first step. All it takes is that decision. So today, I want to be that voice for you. That simple, straightforward, unconditional voice of encouragement. For whatever dream you're holding in your heart, for whatever leap you're afraid to take, I'm looking you in the eye and I'm telling you with everything I've got, yeah, do it. Thank you so much for watching. If this message resonated with you, let me know in the comments what your it. Let's create a community of doers right here. And if you want more videos to inspire you to chase your dreams, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We're in this together. Now go out there and do it.